Yo.
Hey, hey, how's it going, everybody?
It's good. It's just Dan and I with this anonymous shadow specter.
Anonymous shadow specter man.
Hello.
We would like to welcome to the Heroes Rush Hour Tabletop Inquirer. How are you doing today, dude?
The Tabletop Inquirer.
Hello, Dan and Andrew and friends.
How's it hanging, man? What you up to over there?
I'm fixing to paint an orc and prove to the world that I am not this Andrew person.
Not me. Well, I don't know. It's gonna be pre-recorded with the voice modulator. Nothing can be proven.
How did that
just
start?
look at my picture. You can tell I'm much more handsome.
Yes, look at that the cranium there.
How did
that even start, man? Like, where did this happen? Where people started thinking Andrew
on my Discord, people like because they try to like get timestamps of posts and when I was active, when he posted, and just like they deduced that it surely must be me.
So this is like a real like conspiracy theory.
It's been a conspiracy thing for at least a year.
Unsolved mysteries kind of thing. Okay.
And I of course would never refute the claim. I would always be like, yeah, you don't know. I don't know.
You never know.
Yeah.
I just know it's not you because I know you're not that funny.
That's right. I'm not. I could never ever be that funny. Tabletop Inquirer is probably the best account on social media for anyone not following them, which I doubt you're not. Everybody is. You got like 1 million followers. It's one of the most hilarious satire accounts I've seen for hobby stuff.
I'm gonna check it out right now. Let me see. If you're not following it, go right now and follow because that shit is funny. 19.7K followers.
20K, baby. That's
awesome.
That's a lot.
20K.
That's a lot.
Killing it. Killing the game.
Almost there.
Almost there. Yeah.
What happens when you hit 20? Like. You like
gotta apply for the check mark. Yeah, you have to get verified.
Your body turns into full energy.
You get $20,000 from Instagram.
Yes.
They mail
from Mr. Instagram.
I'm sure you do. The Instagram family.
So
the Instagrams of Maine.
Between that and the $300 I've made on T-shirts, I'm gonna be living the good life.
Living the high life, dude.
Oh, look at that.
Xanthiades, Psychosis, Sophie Wiley, and Dr. Ketchup are all hanging out so far. Thank you for joining us with our guest, Tabletop Inquirer.
Polar Muffin's out there too. I saw Polar Muffin in chat earlier.
I see. We got Polar Muffins. All right, it always starts off a little slow. So Dan,
I'm convinced people are there without it showing up. It takes a while to refresh.
Yeah. It takes a little bit to like get it going because like even once you hit the live button, the indicator doesn't go to your phone until like another 5 minutes later. Polar says, so Dan, a fact for Chaos Space Marine and no 2 wounds. How you feel, buddy? You know what? I expected that. It's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah. You got the Death to the False Emperor though to everybody.
For everybody. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty good, but it's still, the 1 wound really, really hurts that army like big time. It was so painful. I was kind of salty. They're not going to give us 2 wounds till an actual book comes out, Polar.
Right.
Until we get a codex, and maybe not even then. I think people would just quit the game if they didn't do it then. Like they brought out the codex and they didn't have 2 wounds.
That's coming in 10th edition.
Right? Yeah, I mean, are they trying to like keep the lore going that since Chaos Space Marines are the old Space Marines? Well, but even old Space Marines in the Space Marine book have 2 wounds. So yeah, I don't even know.
Dr. Sparko, thanks for the follow.
Dr. Sparko, thank you. My Warp Talons and I are pretty hyped for death to everybody, but especially to the False Emperor.
Death to everybody, yeah.
Absolutely. So, what are you painting tonight, Ti? Like, I know we can't see your screen or your camera just yet.
Describe it to us.
Describe it to us in detail.
Because your desk camera is currently not on the Twitch screen. It'll be there in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I am currently painting. It's like an old. Warhammer pre-Age of Sigmar orc.
Nice.
It's like one of the sort of easy build one-piece ones that I just found
like
laying in a pile of bits.
Love it.
Probably. And he's got like 2 choppas, and I thought his armor was cool. So yeah, I primed, and I thought he was simple enough that I could maybe finish him in an hour. I don't know.
Yeah. I guarantee you can, and I guarantee you're going to win this one. But we'll see. We will see.
We'll see.
I'm a little nervous about this whole speed thing.
Yeah. It's not so much speed.
Not my thing.
It's not so much speed as an endurance test on this show, honestly.
There you go.
Andrew, what did you bring to paint?
I brought a second. I don't even remember what it's called. The little artillery guys or Tyranids.
Biovore.
Biovore. Yes, I brought a Biovore.
Like
I said before, I got this huge lot of Tyranid hand-me-down stuff donated to me, and I've been just grinding through it. Yeah. It's sloppy, it's dirty, but I'm getting it done for the club.
That's like a starter army someone can try out.
It is.
Throw it on the table. Yeah, no, that's perfect. I think that's great.
Absolutely.
I think that's great. Let's see. So Sophie Wiley says, "How was class today, Dan?" LOL. Thank you for bringing that up, Sophie. Very kind of you. I don't know if you, either T.I. or Andrew, saw in my social media that I did drive 30 minutes to my campus today to go to class, only to walk into an empty classroom and realize I had no class today because there was a test that was put online on Thursday night, and I totally forgot about it, and it was due today. So I drove 30 minutes back home to my house to take this test that I was not prepared for, and I got it done. It's for a class I hate to say I don't care about a class because I like I like education, I like learning. It's a philosophy class, and it turns out
it's not high on your priority list.
It doesn't account. It's not one of the classes I need for my degree or my minor. It just happened to work out in my time schedule, and I thought that would be an interesting class to take, and so I took it. Medieval Historian says, "Oh, Dan, you have class every day. You learn something every day." You're right. Turtle Tim says, "I'm only here to boycott TI." Same.
So Dan, I'm not sure if you noticed this, but my story that I posted of you in the desks was in an empty classroom. That's why I put that picture up.
Okay, well, I mean, that's
sitting alone, right?
That's a lot of reading between the lines. But I'm into it.
I know. I
think it's
Galaxy
pretty good.
Brain.
Yeah, I like how you brought it all together, and it was just one of those days where I was like, fuck. Like the whole day I was just so agitated. And I got home and I was like, I got to do this test that I certainly didn't study for. And I had missed that class last week. So there was like a whole part of the test that I was like, I passed the multiple choice as a multiple choice and a written part. I've never failed a test. Yeah, I've never failed a test. I didn't fail it, but I don't know if I did great. But the multiple choice, I missed like 2 out of 22. So I did fine. But yeah. And I'm okay. I'm really good at writing, so I'm not too worried about the written part either. It's just might be a little fuzzy on the concepts.
Just BS your way through it.
That's what I've been doing my whole life, man. Why stop now?
That's how it works.
Stop now? Oh, man. Let's see who we got joining in the chat here. We've got Dr. Sparko, Dr. Ketchup. There's a lot of doctors out here.
A lot of doctors.
What is your medical PhD in? Medieval Historian, Polar Muffin, Shadam C, Sophie Wiley, Sparkette, Tabletop Inquirer. Nice to have you. Taco, Wizard Dude 1. The Noob Painter, Trash Panda 42, Turtle Tim, Xanthiades, and Psychosis have joined us so far. And I say, if you gentlemen are ready, we can begin the speed paint anytime you like. You know, if you're centered, TI, if you're feeling it, you tell us when to go.
It's as good a time as any.
I need to jump in though first.
Jump in.
Right.
So Tabletop Inquirer. Who the person is? I'm convinced now that you're Nick Offerman, because you sound exactly like Nick Offerman. Really? So I would believe that.
I've not been told
that. You sound just like Nick Offerman. So anyway, I'm ready when you are, Nick.
All right.
You tell me when you're ready.
You can just call me Nick. That's fine.
Yes, fantastic.
So you give us the go-ahead, TI, and we will start the clock.
I'm ready when you guys are ready.
All right.
Here we go.
On you, buddy.
We're live, my friend.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alrighty, let's mix with some paint.
Medieval Historian says, shouldn't his voice be distorted too? I mean, it should be, but I think over about an hour and 40 minutes, it would probably get like super annoying.
We had actually contemplated that. We talked about doing that.
We did.
You guys offered, and I was just like, come on, nobody wants to listen to that.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to that.
It would be a lot. It would be a lot.
But this is a Tabletop Inquirer hand reveal, which is
there you go.
To some people.
Get to see the hands.
My hand much covered with paint by the end of this, no doubt.
Are you a hand palette painter guy?
I am, and probably more so in this situation where I'm going as fast as I can.
It's easy, it's accessible.
Right.
We got a little dry brush going on.
Yeah, especially when I'm dry brushing, I'll definitely like offload on the old hand.
Yeah. I've never used my hand. I see people that use their hand. They use their fingernail.
I cannot.
Yeah,
I've never do it.
I've never done. Circus 36, do the Humpty Hump. He says.
Some people are completely appalled by it. I've learned.
I am. I'm absolutely appalled. I cannot abide by it.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm not appalled by it. I just don't want to like constantly have to be wiping or cleaning paint off of my hand.
that is kind of a pain in the schnuts. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
the worst is like when you're airbrushing and you realize you don't have a glove on your left hand, and then you've got primer all over it. And then you're
like a perfect gradient up your wrist.
Andrew, use the biggest brush you have for 1 minute.
Okay. Hey, thanks.
I'm gonna start the timer.
Whoever.
I gotta get a new bigger brush because mine's all like crusty and gross.
And go 1 minute. Use your biggest brush.
I'm going.
All right. Let's see here.
No, I'm not. Wow. Xanthiotis redeemed tiny brush for the guests. Ti, use the smallest brush you have for 1 minute. I'll keep track of the time.
Okay, that's like my normal way to roll.
He says you're only helping me out right now. You cannot stop me. You can only wish to contain me.
But I already fucked up.
Good.
Going straight into the eyes.
Going straight for the eyes sometimes. Someone gave us a wow. Circus with the Trash Panda redeemed. Southpaw Andrew.
Jesus, biggest brush.
Paint with your left hand for 1 minute.
Actually,
big brush is up in 5 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna clean this off.
Beep, beep, beep.
All right, done. Paint with your left hand for 1 minute.
Beep, beep, beep.
That's a happy little poo.
All right, Ti, you are done with your tiny brush.
Brilliant.
You are done.
Thank you.
Circus is hitting us with the poop sticker as well. I like the poop sticker. Don't forget, if you are a subscriber to the Heroes Brush Hour, you have access to stream stickers that are...
Premium stickers.
Premium stream stickers. Frappuccino redeemed. Tiny brush, Andrew.
This is my tiny brush.
Use your tiny brush
I've got a small one.
All right. Get your smaller one. You have 15 seconds left on your left hand. But premium stream stickers, they're super cool. They're made for us by my friend Hugo Yera, who's an amazing artist. And if you subscribe,
friend of the show,
you can drop as many awesome stickers as you want. There you go.
But wait, they're not actual stickers. They're just like internet stickers.
Fake digital stickers.
They go on the screen. Yeah. If you check out the stream,
I'm not dismissing that. I'm, that's a fine thing.
No, it's completely dismissive. Psychosis redeemed. Truth or dare? Guest Ti. Would you like truth or dare? Psychosis gets to ask.
Truth, but I will not reveal my identity.
There it is.
Psychosis, truth, but that is the question you cannot ask.
Let's see what he comes up with.
All right, Andrew, you have 30 seconds left on your tiny brush.
30 seconds.
Yep. I'm waiting for the questions Psychosis is going to come up with here. I'm with bated breath.
Can we call Tiny Brush Tiny Dancer from now on?
I sang that song last. Psychosis says, "Oh crap! I was not prepared for that."
Oh, come on! You got it! Come on! Don't be that guy.
You're done with Tiny Brush. You're done with Tiny Brush, Andrew.
Thank you,
Imperial Herald or Tabletop Inquirer. Time to boycott TI, says Shadow C. I enjoy the boycott TI thing. It's like, do you guys like Primus? Are you guys into Primus?
I know where this is going. But
yeah, they're if you're a true Primus fan, you always say Primus sucks. So it's kind of like, yeah, boycott TI. Psychosis says, "How terrible are the Imperial Fists?"
This is my truth?
That's your truth.
You just want me to beat on the Imperial Fists? That's not true. That's the best you could come up with, huh? The Imperial Fists are fine, even if yellow is difficult at times. The only Space Marine chapter you're going to get me to beat on is the Space Wolves. That's just the way it is.
Oh.
They're just like, I don't know. They're just you know, so broy.
It's like over the top. It's like super over the top.
They're just crying out to be made fun of. I should like start an Instagram and make fun of them. What do you guys think?
Nice. Do it. Do
All
it.
right.
I think
totally will.
Like me and my friends always talk about Space Wolves. It's always like, you know, that they got that tank that the claw, wolf, jaw, teeth.
Yeah, right.
Like we're always adding like all these
wolf adjectives. Yeah.
Yeah, because like all their names is like the wolf claw, like, you know, the wolf claw, snarl, the fang. Yeah. TI voice sounds familiar. Sounds a lot like Dave's mini art.
No. Sounds like Nick Offerman is what it is.
I don't know who Dave is, but he's got an awesome voice.
Xanthiatus says Battle Bros. Alpha Devil says WoW started super early tonight then. With the actual painting part, yeah, we didn't want to belabor it too much, I think. Although we were supposed to have a hot take.
We can talk about it now.
Yeah, give me your hot take, Andrew. What's the hot take? What are you thinking about?
It's not really a hot take, but it's a topic that people are torn on Twitter currently with the FAQ, the rules changes that they put out today. A lot of people are very salty about how frequently they're doing that. Like if quarterly is too soon, is too frequent.
You know what they would also be mad at?
By not putting out the FAQs.
Doing it less often.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, this cannot be satisfied. I agree. I would not want an update every week. Obviously, that's too much. But quarterly, that's in line with what you would expect, I think.
Yeah.
Quarterly seems reasonable. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm
not like uber gamer guy, but I think I could if I was inclined to keep up with rules that quarterly it's manageable.
My thing is where do I collect? Do I need to print out all these pages of rules? So now I
know
I have 4 or 5 different pages of rules that I need to make sure I'm keeping track of every time I go play a game.
I do hate that. But they did promise with today's announcement that all digital codices and stuff would be updated instantly at that time. So if you got the new codex, the digital code,
maybe this is a hot take, but I don't like digital books. I really don't.
I agree. I'm more of a paper kind of guy.
Yeah, I've tried, and yeah, I'm a little more in that direction myself as well. Although sometimes the ones where you can click on a word and then click on a rule and it takes you to that rule, that's kind of great.
Yeah, that's nice if it's set up well. But I would rather have a physical book to flip through.
Yeah, I think if I had a better. Like an iPad, I'd probably like it better. I don't know.
On a laptop, the actual delivery system is important.
Right.
Circus says digital or bust. Xavier Charles, he says. Okay. Circus coming in hot as usual. You know what? I just prefer. I find it's easier for me to flip through a book and have references set up with a tab, or I fold the page sometimes. There's so many times I've been playing games with people that had digital books, and they're flipping through the book, fingering through the book. I don't know what you would call it, swiping, and they just can't find the information, and it's just it's so frustrating. It's okay, slow down. If you had that page just in a book and you put a bookmark in there, and I'm sure there's some sort of digital bookmark that you can do, but still
there are, yeah. But you're over the age of 40, so obviously
we are old people. So for us, is very.
I don't understand the Facebooks and the Instagrams. And
we can't speak for TI, but for me, yes, I am old, so I prefer books.
TI is old as crap. Our first TI's first 40K rulebook was the Rogue Trader rulebook.
Nice.
And we traded it. I can't believe I'm saying we. I sound like a fucking nutbag. I traded it. I don't remember what I traded, but I was in I don't know, 9th grade maybe. And I traded something to this kid named Charlie for it. And,
Charlie!
I was pretty stoked. Because I had lots of models at that point, but I didn't have any books at that point.
We have to find a kid that got traded Rogue Trader named Charlie and find out who you are with these clues.
Then you're gonna track me down. Then all the Nazi kids can come get me.
Yeah.
Smash my mailbox.
I'm down with that because the Rogue Trader rulebook was my first rulebook as well.
Nice.
And I keep, every time I go home, and I know you guys have heard me say this before, every time I go home I ask my dad for it, and he has no idea. It's like in storage somewhere, and like he has no idea where it's at.
But he definitely has it somewhere.
He still my parents don't throw away anything. They don't throw away anything, dude. Like everything that they've ever purchased or anything I've ever drawn or fucking farted on, like they still have it like in a box somewhere because they're like sentimental. My mom is a sentimental one, and she won't let my dad throw stuff away. So like he has a ton of minis all the way from Rogue Trader era to like now, because he just goes to the store and he goes, "That's cool," and he buys it and he puts it. Xanthiet is redeemed. Guests speak in animal. TI, you can only speak in animal noises for the next minute.
Yeah.
An animal of your choosing. Cat is always the go-to.
Your choice. It's your choice. You're on the clock. So yeah, like I can never find that book, and he said I could have it if I can find it, but like their storage is like, it's like the end of Indiana Jones. It's like all these boxes and stuff everywhere. Top men. Are you trying to save yourself from the scary leagues of intertrolls? I would guess that is the case, but it's just, you know, it adds to the mystique.
It does, yeah.
It adds to the mystique, dude.
Rough.
You have... Question for the guest. Why is maintaining your secret identity important? Are there hordes of adoring fans trying to get in your pants?
Rough.
Take that as you will. Yeah.
Obviously, people are... I mean, that's the problem I have. People are always trying to get in my pants.
Right.
All right.
And I advertise it.
You're done speaking in animals, sir. I don't know if either of you guys or anyone out there follow War Mistress. She had posted a thing the other day saying that someone recognized her like at an event, and it like made her like really uncomfortable. And I was like, hey, like you're a face. You're a face in the community. That she said she's not good with like, you know, attention like that. And I said, well, you're a face in the community, so this is just what's going to happen.
Were they being a creeper, or were they just?
I don't think. No, I think it was like actual, like, oh my gosh, it's the War Mistress. It's so cool. It's great to meet you. And you know, and I was like, you know what?
That's why we do it.
That's one of those things that, you know, you get like used to it after a while. But like at first, yeah, it can be a little off-putting, and not to say that I'm like famous or anything, but I will say there's been Adepticons where I was getting stopped like every few minutes, you know, moving from one part of the hotel to the other because people recognized me and wanted to talk, and I don't want to be rude and not talk, right? You know, I want to stop and say, hey, what's going on? How's it going? But, you know, after a while, you're just like, oh man, I'm exhausted.
It's your responsibility.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
As a niche micro celebrity.
Alpha Devil says it was Andrew who saw her, right?
Yeah. Hello, you're Tanya, right?
He's creepy with everybody. She's awesome. I always watch her. She does a stream with Scary, and they do like just put paint on it stream, and it's like a fantastic stream. And they always
happened to me at New Orleans when you came down with Martin Orlando came in and talked to us. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Who I know of him on Twitter, but I didn't know like what he looked like, or I barely knew his name. And he like comes up, oh, you're Hobbyvices, right? And he thought that you were me.
Yeah.
And then we had to like correct him. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, and I was like saying like all this like terrible, like just horrible stuff about like women and children. And I was like, you tell him that Hobbyvices said it.
I have a friend who is a hobby celebrity who we'll just say he's Australian, and I can't one end to Adepticon to the other with him or any other con because the people are always all over him. I want to show you my converted whatever. And he's like super patient, and he'll check out their converted whatever.
No, I mean,
it's the crown, man.
You have to be. I mean, there's no need to like be rude unless someone is being like disrespectful and crappy towards you. So
of course.
If you have the time, I say give it. But I mean, it is exhausting. It is really exhausting. Xanthietti says, well, you are a Warhammer hero, you know, and I think it's just at that point, like I was doing, I had the Warhammer hero thing going, and I was working on a lot of projects, so I was like more prolific than I am now. Like I've definitely slowed down.
Very visible.
So I was very visible. Now I'm kind of like cresting and coming off the end of that, so maybe not so much. Circus says, that's why I hate everyone equally. Sophie Wiley says, teenage boys are the worst. You know, I might be inclined to agree with that. I don't know. I mean, be like, no, I won't talk to you. Subscribe.
That's fair.
Subscribe for if you want to talk to me. You need to be a follower.
Yeah,
premium content only.
Smash that like button if you want to hang out. And it's so funny. And I thought that was appropriate because I did use that meme about looking for clout when you enter a convention. New follower, Rogue Shader. Rogue Shader, what's up, dude?
I might know that guy.
That's the dude right there. Yeah, we love some Rogue Shader around here.
The dude.
But that's why I used that meme about the like searching for clout, because I just thought that was like
I love that. Yeah, that was good.
You know, like people want to know who TI is, and like obviously like if people did know, they would just like flock to you and be like, oh, I mean, because it's awesome. What you do is like hilarious, and I think it's brilliant, and I think other people would say the same. And if you were in a public space where people could interact, they would all want to say that to you as well. Yeah. But you know, it's dumb. I don't know if it's dumb, but I think this is like, I'm gonna get deep here. I'm gonna get deep right now. Like this is where society is right now, because normal folks like you and I, normal quote unquote, can go on the internet and make something of themselves by creating content. So yeah, you have a lot of people that wouldn't normally have this level of attention on them, and you have to like sort of learn to like deal with that, because you're like, oh man, nobody's ever paid attention to me before. Now I have like, you know, a couple of thousand people who are interested in what I do. And it's like, it can be a lot.
You know, it's funny because, you know, every now and then somebody comes along that doesn't like me. I know that's shocking, but it's
shocking.
And
you mean Tabletop Inquirer or you personally?
Well, Tabletop Inquirer. Every now and then someone comes along and doesn't like Tabletop Inquirer, and one of their go-to things is that they just claim I'm like a glutton for attention or whatever else.
Well, he turned
to be totally honest with you, like all the online interaction and whatever is just absolutely exhausting for me. Like, I kind of like, I mean, eventually, you know, TI is not going to last forever.
TI is forever. TI is eternal.
I really, you know, and I
really enjoy doing the comedy writing, and you know, I do enjoy sort of forming relationships with people, but just all the like interacting with the comments. And it's not to say there aren't some like familiar people in the comments that I'm like, oh, it's that guy, I love that guy, or whatever. But just having to moderate all that stuff and having to like worry about whatever, it's just exhausting me. So no, like the whole attention-seeking thing, I don't know that's
that's not your goal here.
I'm an introvert. I mean, I don't know what my goal was, but yeah, I don't think that's it.
No, the goal is like say some funny shit and like you know, hopefully connect with people, and it's like people love that stuff. It's great.
Yeah, he's totally attention-seeking with the anonymous account.
right. Yeah, I mean, and really, like, I think some people assume I made it anonymous because, you know, they thought I was in it to make enemies or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I say what I think or whatever. But like, when I started it, I wasn't writing any jokes that were political at all, other than maybe sort of hobby politics.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't until after COVID started that I I did some straight up political things.
Yeah. Really
which is when the little baby Nazis found me. But anyway, it was more just kind of like I wanted to keep because I'm not like a celebrity, but you know, I'm involved in a lot of stuff in the hobby community. I'm involved in a lot of conventions and whatnot. So I just kind of wanted to keep those personas separate. That was really it, you know.
That makes total sense. That makes total sense to me. And also, TI, you have 40 minutes left. You've eaten up 20 minutes. So just to keep you on track, No, we like you running your mouth, but I just want you to know you got 40 minutes left in your speed paint time.
I appreciate that.
Rogue Shader says, the love is mutual. Circus says, see, people be wanting you a platform and try to act all friendly. Real people will have no aim and just treat you normal. That's why I hate fame, says Circus. Alpha Devil says, thank God you don't have any. Circus.
There you go.
That's Alpha Devil.
Brutal.
Doing his thing. Hang on, we're getting off the deep end. We're going off the deep end. Yes, Coffee Poo Poo says hello, and I say hello to you, Coffee Poo Poo. Frappuccino Newborn has been chucked in the deep end. Medieval Historian says, not like TI, clearly the truth hurts. Alpha Devil, being honest, why bother doing it then? I don't know. You know what? I'm going to answer this question for you, Alpha Devil. I do a lot of things because I just really enjoy doing them. I do like the attention, but I would be doing this anyway if the internet and social media didn't exist. So why not share what I'm doing? And I think that just sort of like feeds into more and more stuff because I like talking to people. I like talking to people. I love meeting new people. I love finding out what people are about. And that's why I started the podcast, to give me an excuse to talk to these hobbyists that I kind of like had crushes on and things like that, you know, like people that I just was interested in. So that kind of like built up to other things. But yeah, sometimes you can do things because you actually enjoy doing it. Yeah.
Dan, Circus, I can tell you're an extrovert, Dan, on the old Myers-Briggs.
I'm incredibly extroverted. I will talk to anyone. My wife, it drives my wife.
Let's get into the enneagrams. Do the enneagrams.
Oh, Enneagram. Have you done Enneagrams, Ti?
I don't know what that is.
Enneagram is
after this, we're gonna have to make you do it and keep it private or whatever.
Yeah, it's another personality test. Basically, there's like 9 types. I think it is. Is it 9 types?
It's insanely accurate. Yeah, it is insanely accurate.
It's pretty close
like
to the mark.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Those things are. I mean, Myers-Briggs too. They're I kind of look at them like astrology. Like, take them with a grain of salt. But you know, if you just sort of use them as a tool for self-reflection. Can you believe me, smart-ass guy, talking like this? Anyway, if you just sort of use them as a tool for self-reflection, you can kind of take away things.
Yeah, no, and I think it's great. I mean, and yeah, like there's astrology where you kind of read something, you go, yeah, that's me, but you're totally just like sort of shoehorning yourself in.
I mean, I don't really believe that it's actual stuff derived from planetary
the moon,
or whatever. But,
I don't know, kind of like I don't know.
It could be anything, it could be whatever, and you just sort of take away stuff and think about that stuff.
Self-reflection, as you said.
It could be, but I think people like it because people like to feel like seen and like understood. So if you're reading something that's sort of like, you go, yeah, that is me, and you're like, someone understands me somewhere. Maybe it's the moon, maybe it's the stars, maybe it's the guy that makes the fucking fortune cookies. I don't know, but like you like to feel like not validated, but at least like someone understands how you are, and it's like a nice feeling.
Exactly.
Let me see. Circus says you do it, and I do it because I love art. My major is art. My whole life is art. I agree. It has never been a goal to be popular. Ti not last forever. The boycott must be crushing him, says Turtle Tim. Nick Offerman likes comedy writing, says Anthony. True fans will like you regardless if you just do what you love. And that's something interesting, Circus, and I'm glad that you said that because I talk to a lot of people, and like I have a larger, like when I say following, like follower count on Twitter than I do Instagram.
He's big on Twitter.
I'm big on Twitter, but
in Japan.
And in Japan, but only with people that don't speak English and can't read what I'm writing. So people are always like, well, how do you like grow? How do you grow? And I said, just do the thing that you like to do.
Yeah, man.
And it'll gravitate with somebody will resonate with that, and it'll happen. And I think that's the TI, like the Tabletop Inquirer thing, is you're doing a thing that you thought was funny. And
I've literally done nothing to promote myself other than just make one 5 days a week.
Because
and somehow you've amassed 20,000 followers.
No, because it's great. This is why it is. It's like it resonates with so many people because you're like hitting like these super nerves of like the gamer and hobbyist sort of like mentality and like the psyche
on the pulse.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thanks.
Let me see. Circus says people let that fame go to the head and then they turn into assholes. Yeah, Andrew, I want to see Edge highlighting on this model as fast as you are going. Yeah, he's getting a lot. He's getting a lot of paint on there. And when I say paint, I mean contrast. Dr. Ketchup says, "Dang." Sophie Wiley, I wouldn't stream myself, but I do enjoy watching streams and joining in on the chat with the fabulous people I found on streams. That's fun for me. And you know what? I never really started watching streams either. Shadam C wants to get a compliment from Tabletop Inquirer. Tabletop Inquirer, would you compliment Shadam C, please?
Knowing nothing about him, you must compliment him.
Shadam C, you have lovely nipples.
Ooh. Ooh. That's quality. That's quality.
If someone said that to me, I would be stoked. But if Tabletop Inquirer says it to me, I'd be more stoked. Certainly. You just know it. You just know it.
You can actually quote that now on your Instagram bio. You can put,
"Yep,
you have lovely nipples."
There you go.
Tabletop Inquirer.
Yeah. Quote. Yeah. Quote.
You paid your 3 shekels, and that's what you got.
That's what you get. Good nipples. There you go, Shadam C. I'm gonna go look at your Instagram account, and that better be on there. I have nice nipples. Shadow C can be anything, can be anyone. Alpha Devil says, I am of two worlds. I love talking to anyone, but like Circus, I also hate everyone. See, that's the thing. It's like, I don't hate anyone. Like, I actually really like people. I really like everybody. Even people I don't like, I like. Polar Muffins, I'm going to blow up. Alpha True. Coffee Poo Poo, you're big in Japan. I am huge in Japan. Polar Muffins, y'all ain't going to believe the picture I'm finna post for this night. Also, T, I love your work. It's really good. Coffee Poo Poo says, I don't understand people who let it get to their head. At the end of the day, it's so ephemeral. Yeah, like, you could be the shit one moment and then completely canceled the next moment, or, you know, just fall out of popularity. Like,
how do we go from talking about me to talking about being famous? I don't see a connection.
Because you're a niche internet famous person.
Micro celebrity, yeah.
Like the tiniest of niches.
Them nipples, says Circus.
But it's our niche. It's our niche.
That's true.
Xanthiati says, is that Shaddam the 100th? We're doing some Dune stuff here. I agree, Coffee. I have been recognized for my previous onlinery. It was pretty great. The guy was crazy humble. Yeah, I just love it, man. The world is crazy. I agree. The world is absolutely crazy. And
people are crazy.
You know what? Like, I'm just trying to like squeeze like just a little bit of like happiness and pleasure where I can. And it's become to this point where I'm violently pleasant. And I want everybody else
violently pleasant.
I want everybody else to feel good, so I will like do everything I can to like just give you a little glimmer of like happiness in your day or your life. Like, you know, I compliment people's work and I'm sharing people's work on the internets and just trying to like get that vibe out there, just like whatever little scrap I can. To
me, the coolest thing is, and I've said this before, I've said this a million times, like the social media aspect of it, like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, when we were like kids doing this, painting our little dolls, it was us and our three friends, like in a basement or whatever, like just having a good time in a comic shop. But now we're in this community of, 100,000 people, and we're able to, converge on these nexuses, like Tabletop Inquirer, or you or me or whoever, and like just share our stuff from that focal point. I think that's neat.
Let me just say, as the resident cantankerous bastard here, like, be nice, people. I mean, fuck. Yeah. Like, I know I make jokes about stuff, but like, you don't see me being like, I mean, even if someone's being a jerk to me, you don't see me being like, hey, but your painting totally sucks ass.
Right.
Like, yeah. And believe me, I could say that sometimes. Yes. But like, just, I don't know, just be nice, especially on
there's a lot of people on their high horses out there, which you should not absolutely act like. Yeah. Be chill, be cool,
but I think people being mean on the internet is just like this. Hey, I can do this, and there's really no repercussions whatsoever. Yeah, I can say whatever I want, and nothing will happen to me. Right. And it's just the whole generation has grown up on that mentality. So what's stopping anybody from saying any horrible thing to somebody? Nothing really.
Dan, I've made a commitment. I'm starting to base the Tyranids.
What are you basing them with?
It's brown poo-poo mud.
The poo-poo mud. Is it coffee poo-poo?
It's coffee poo-poo. I'm inspired.
Andrew, chug a lug. Andrew, finish whatever you're drinking right now. One day, someone will recognize me from Dan's music video. #TheDream, says Alpha Devil. Coffee Poo Poo says fame and love from the public fluctuates more than crypto. I agree. Violently happy makes me think of Richard Simmons. You'll call me the Richard Simmons of the hobby world, sir. I am wearing short shorts. Medieval Historian says Nexuses. 100K. Wait, what? GW got us good. I think negativity is good at the right time and in the right hands. You must have balance, though. Be nice, but don't be dumb. Oh, and I will tell you this, Circus. There's a quote that says, don't mistake my friendliness for weakness, because that is 100% me, because I was in the military for 21 years, and a lot of people thought because I was friendly, I would just absolutely crush them when the time came to do it. And they learned the hard way that just because I was being pleasant and friendly didn't mean I wasn't going to hold people accountable. So absolutely. Never let anyone belittle you. You are worth more and unique, says Circus. We need to write these down on T-shirts. Paint me on that base like your French ladies. You better paint some coffee poo-poo on that base.
This is all coffee poo-poo.
That's right.
I'm kind of gassy after chugging.
I'm trying to see what TI is working on here, and you're at 30 minutes, guys. 30 minutes has surpassed, and you have 30 minutes left. TI has painted some silver and maybe a little bit of green. It's all very subtle. I like what's going on there. Frappuccino redeemed Blind Andrew. Andrew, take your glasses off for 1 minute.
God.
Starting now. Go. All right. Andrew cannot see shit. And I know he can't see because his model is not underneath his camera whatsoever.
There it is.
This looks like some really nice blends and highlights going on over here on TI's orc model. I like that.
If it's out of focus, yell at me and I'll try to move it. I don't know.
It's your hands are in focus and the model's not, but the important part is that we're all together.
Are you having a good time? That's the important question.
That's the real question. Yes. Hopefully he answers yes.
Oh my goodness. So I've got a coworker that I got hooked on the Warhammer today.
Oh yeah, a coworker, another teacher, eh?
A fourth.
A fourth teacher, even.
It's a strong presence we have now.
There you go. I mean, it's a really fun hobby.
It is.
What grade do you teach, Andrew? Middle school?
High school.
You can put your glasses back on, Andrew.
Mostly sophomores and juniors, but
We got a first-time chat from Sentinel762. Cool. Was Andrew using a black wash for the recess shading? I think I can answer that. Sentinel762. He was not, because he has only really ever used contrast on our stream.
I am a shill for contrast paint.
He is a contrast painting guy.
I will die on the hill that it is the best invention Games Workshop has put out in recent memory.
Sophie Wiley asked an important question, and I did bring this up earlier. If we do guest squats, we'll have to see him. We will just have to take his word for it that he is doing squats.
That is Tabletop Inquirer, and you will not challenge his integrity.
We will not challenge his integrity.
He will just be silently grunting on the microphone while he continues to paint.
Yes.
But if you were wondering, my first 40k army was squats.
Oh, there it is.
Nice. Actually, I have painted some squats on the stream, so we are of one mind, my friend. What is he playing? Says Frappuccino. What army did your teacher choose?
He's leaning on orcs right now. He's between orcs and necrons.
So he hasn't he hasn't dove in completely. He's like, yes, I'm gonna do this.
He's picking solely based on the aesthetic and the lore and the rules.
That's the way to go.
That's what I told him. And he has no concept of the rules, which orcs and necrons are pretty powerful. But I'm like, yeah, man, that's awesome. Let's get you in. Let's do it.
Are orcs good now?
Yeah.
Orcs are pretty good now.
No shit.
I think they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're hot. I played against orcs. I played against orcs 3 times at the tournament last month. Yeah. And I won. I only won 1 game against the orcs.
They're good.
Alpha says they are no longer good. I mean, I don't know. I think they're pretty good.
I think they're pretty good still.
After today.
After today, they took away that you can't have 9 of the same buggies, but you can still have 3. So if you're running 9,
they nerfed the parking lot situation. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Which is incredible, which is awesome.
Alpha Devil says, "Whoa, a coworker of Andrew's could be secretary, receptionist, or a custodian. Dan, they don't have to be a teacher."
Oh, true. Yes, non-teaching staff.
Yes, I am sorry that I made the assumption. I didn't mean to assume that Andrew was only friends with the other teachers and not the custodial staff, although knowing him, he probably is not friends with the custodial staff.
I have very good friends with our custodial staff. Thank you very much. We call them custodial staff. They're part of the physical plant. Damn.
Andrew is a bit hoity-toity. I've been to his home. It's as big as five of my houses put together. Everything is white and gold. It was a little freaky for me. I didn't want to touch anything.
It's the house of a Warhammer hero.
His wife was counting the silverware, it was the whole thing. So yeah,
that was before you left. She had to check to make sure you didn't take it out with you.
Circus says orcs are trash. Glad I don't own any. Sentinel762. I know for a fact Mechanicus are high tier in 9th. Yes, they absolutely are.
Mechanicus were high tier. They just got nerfed big time.
Did they get nerfed? It's because of all the
points. The points level went up a lot.
Yeah, because of the open and everything. So yeah. Do they still move faster if you paint them red? I don't think that rule has been a thing since 5th or 6th edition, to be honest.
Right, because it used to be. Well, now Speed Freaks get the +1 inch movement just as a clan culture. But for the young whippersnappers in chat, if you actually painted the model red, it literally went faster in the game, regardless of everything else. If you painted it red, that's incredible.
Let me see. I assumed he wasn't friends with teachers as they are probably too smart for him.
Jeez.
Frappuccino says he bullies us students all day. That I believe. The new painter, what degree do you have, mop jockey? Welcome to the chat, new painter. Good to see you. And the flyers, they're Nerf flyers across the board. No more 3 total flyers in your army. Coffee Poo Poo says, yeah, they moved extra 2 inches if you painted them red. That's a big deal on the tabletop. Like, people see that and they go, 2 inches, that's not that much, but it's a big deal. It is a big deal.
It is.
This orc skin is looking fantastic over here, Ti. I gotta say, you're putting in some work.
Back it up.
But you do only have 24 minutes left.
Oh my goodness.
Plenty of time.
Here, let's dig out something fun real quick.
Yeah, dig it out. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Speaking of old things I had lying around.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Squad biker. No, an orc biker.
Is he pulling his pants down? Yeah, that's an old orc. Andrew, speaking animal noises for 1 minute.
These are some of the first models I painted. I dug them back out again because we're talking about doing like 2nd edition 40K this summer.
Very cool. Yeah.
Nerd buddies.
I have some of the. Let me see. I think I have the first model I ever painted in my cabinet here. I'm going to show you guys. Because I'm also going to show this to you, Ti, because we're buddies now, and I got to share.
All right.
Actually, you know what? Do I have the other one back here? I do. Yeah. So here is an awesome squat biker.
Oh, nice.
Old school.
Nice. I had some of the Exo Armored guys on bikes.
Oh, those are cool. Yeah.
Potatoes riding bikes. That's good stuff.
Storm Shield says, whoa, who's pulling their pants down? I didn't realize it's that kind of a special stream this evening. Well, he said he had to pull something fun out and that it was old, and so I made the jump. You're done with speaking in animal noises, Andrew.
Thanks.
And for some reason, I can't turn it off. And here is probably the first model that I remember painting. It is a Chaos Terminator Capitan kind of guy.
I recognize that model.
Focus.
A classic.
And you'll notice he's got a cool flamey sword. I did that when I was like 12 years old or something, 11 or 12. Yep. And that's Tester's model paint right there. Of course on the sword.
Of course it is.
Drove many a kid from the hobby.
Right, exactly. And I'm not good. Did I tell? Speaking of nipples, did I tell you guys the silver nipple story? Did I tell you that one before?
I need you to tell me right now.
I feel like I have told this story before. I think I told it on my podcast, but I'm gonna regale you guys with that. No one listens. That's actually true. I'm gonna regale you guys with the story of the metal nipples because it involves my dad, and he was the one that got me into the hobby, and he bought like a bunch of minis, and we had this D&D board game. It was like from TSR when TSR still owned all the properties, and it was a D&D branded board game. It wasn't the actual role-playing game, but it had like all the settings and all the creatures from D&D in the board game. And my dad had bought these minis that he was using as the models for the game because it had like just little like standy pokey guys, but he was like, oh, I like these minis. And one of them was like a woman that had like her breasts out, and she had like this like just like blanket or whatever across her, like she was like naked. It was like this, I don't know what my dad was doing, but anyway, so he painted it with Tester's model paint, and he didn't prime it or anything. He just painted right over the metal with Tester's, with the Tester's like skin color, and then he painted like her, I guess it was a dress falling off her, I don't know. He painted that blue, so it was this blue and skin color. And then after a while, after just being played with over and over again, the paint rubbed off the nipples. So like there was this model, and she had skin tone, but her nipples were like bright silver from us like playing with it all the time. And like every time I think about it, it just like cracks me up like a lot, because we were like, 10 years old playing with like this model with like silver nipples. I don't know why that cracks me up still.
I had a good time.
And that has permanently been etched upon your sexual psyche. Silver nipples are now a thing for you.
It's a thing. Well, I mean, I see a woman with pierced nipples, and I'm just like, yeah. Fuck, I see a dude with pierced nipples. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
I get it now.
Yeah, I get it. Let me see. Sentinel76 says Emperor's Children, I assume. I don't know if I, like, back then when I was painting, if I knew, like, what was what. I just thought this was a cool color, and I painted it purple. Full moon this evening. Wow, that is much better than my first minis. Thank you, Medieval Historian. Thank you. That's all there was, man. Vintage. Speaking of nipples,
like any good story starts.
Like any good story, you got to start it with that. The nipples were bright silver from us playing with them all the time. Oh my! Strip the paint clean off from you playing with the nipples, just from moving the model around. You know, it was like
a lot of clippable moments on the show.
A lot of clippable moments. We're talking nips today. Wax on, wax off. Nice. Oh my goodness. What was your first game, Ti? Like, what got you into the hobby?
Well, I mean, I had done some model kits, and I'm trying to remember. Like, I guess I was like, you know, I'd gotten a little bit into like armor model kits, like, you know, World War II tanks and things. And I'd gotten a couple books. I don't know if you ever saw those old Shepard Payne books. He was this author that wrote some modeling books, and that was kind of like, I learned a lot from those, and I got a lot better, so I had some confidence. And then the first miniatures I saw were Raoul Partha ones, and I bought some of those.
Yeah.
Painted some of those. Nice. You guys probably remember those.
Yep.
And my local hobby shop was called Hobby World, and like at some point Hobby World started getting GW miniatures.
Oh, very cool.
The first like blister pack I bought was like the old Chaos Dwarves, like the ones that look like little Chaos Warriors.
Yeah. They had like the crab claw arms and shit like that.
Yeah. So I did a couple of those, and then I got like some regular fantasy dwarves, and then I saw like the squats, and I was like, oh, sci-fi dwarves. I'll paint some of those. And then I did some orcs, and then a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And yeah, from there at some point I got some books. A couple of my friends were into it, and like honestly, I've always been more of a painter than a player.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of in my adult life, I made friends with a group of really good hobbyists, and with that's when I got a lot better at painting just through hanging around those guys. But then I also got a little more into gaming too, just by virtue of hanging around guys that were into it and gals.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, but yeah, I'm definitely more of a painter than a gamer. But it's always fun to drag out all the models and put them on the table and roll dice and try to figure out what's going on.
So have you done? When was the last time you played?
Yeah, that's my next question. You done much in 9th, or like, what's the last time you've actually gotten in a good game?
I have not played 9th. I play a lot of, at the moment these days, a lot of specialist games, Titanicus and Necromunda, a little Blood Bowl now and then. I mean, honestly, I'm a pretty slow painter. So like, you know, painting 15 guys suits me better than painting 300. Although I've got 40k armies that, I mean, I guess 7th edition was the last time I played 40k. Then I kind of went into Horus Heresy. And so I've got a couple of Horus Heresy armies, and those were kind of the last big armies I did.
Oh boy, yeah.
The rest has been specialist games since then.
And the cool thing about the specialist games is because like those were out whenever like Road Trader and stuff was out, and then they brought them back and was like, of course I'm going to get, you know, back into those old games. But like when Blood Bowl came out, like I don't care about football, but I bought it. Like I was like, oh, I remember Blood Bowl when I was little. We played a little bit of Blood Bowl, and I was like, I don't really care about Blood Bowl.
Right.
I remember when Necromunda was like, they were releasing the rules and issues of White Dwarf. So like I just had like this stack of White Dwarf that had like all the rules and stuff in it as they were sort of like developing them. I think that's really cool too. Oh, Coffee Poop. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to read. Coffee Poo Poo says, moving the nips all around. Medieval Historian says, new sticker ideas, silver nipples. I'm into that. Is TI streaming from space? Says Alpha Devil. I think it's because your camera sort of keeps like freezing and everything like that.
Storm Shield gives us a thank you, and it goes to regular.
Yeah. There you go. Nice. The way the stream has gone, good thing TI is keeping his identity secret, says Medieval Historian. Frappuccino says, yes, air resistance rubbed the paint off. Guys, I swear it was the air resistance. Circus says Warhammer is difficult to remember. Coffee Poo Poo says, paint those orc nipples silver in honor of the memory. Storm Shield, thank you so much for giving out a sub. I don't know if you watched our last episode, Storm Shield. I know you mentioned you might check it out. But Red Katana and this Alpha Devil and Soul Babe,
they went bananas.
We're just handing out subs left and right, and it was fantastic. It was absolutely amazing. So I appreciate you always hooking us up. And if you guys aren't following Storm Shield Studio, she does a stream as well. And it's a nice, chill, paint and hang kind of thing. And she is a fantastic painter. She's been working on Black Templars for her husband's army. And her painting style is so, like, clean. Like, I'm always so impressed by people that paint clean. And her style is just, like...
sorceress.
Like, yeah, it's like remarkable. And then she does like the grime and stuff like that on it, and it just brings it to like this whole other level. And it's just a nice stream because Storm Shield is so like,
she's a pleasant person.
She's so engaging. Like, she is so like pleasant and nice, and her voice is fantastic, and she keeps it chill. And I would paint along with it, but I'm just too busy like
wonderful singer,
and a great singer we've learned as well. She says, don't remind me I had FOMO. Her painting is incredible. So medieval historian. I agree. Coffee Poo Poo says, I'll check JT out. I'll check it out, I think. You're too kind, good sir. Storm Shield, you are too kind to us. And you are a friend and a, what do you call that? A Thunder Buddy for life. So
Thunder Buddy.
I don't want to scare you guys, but you have 13 minutes left.
Oh my
God. 13 minutes left, and I still see a lot of black undercoat on that orc. I'm not going
to you're seeing his steel armor, my friend.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yes, steel armor. Andrew, yours actually looks pretty complete.
Thanks.
You know what? It would be cool if you held it under the camera. That'd be pretty neat too.
I gotta.
Or you could move your camera or whatever, but
I need a different stand for my camera. It's
that's actually looking really nice. Like, is something going on? I think it's because you're not having to talk so much.
That's right. I'm not talking a lot. I'm not doing 12 straight minutes of squats. It's frankly it's a pleasant evening tonight.
Has it been pleasant?
It's been pleasant so far. Frappuccino asks, I'm not using contrast. You'd be wrong. This is entirely contrast, with the exception of the...
I think for the details is what he's saying right now. You're not.
I'm using regular white to just put some touch-ups so I can go back over it with contrast after.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Re-whiting to re-contrast later.
Yeah, because
12 minutes left.
That double layer of contrast.
Alpha Devil says, saving them squats for Thursday.
Yes.
Last stream I did 3 minutes of squats to start off with.
Yeah.
Honestly, being an old man, my legs are still a little tired from that one. Storm Shield says, I've got to save up my points for something big. Oh, Storm Shield, we talked about doing a and I forgot to do it, a redemption specifically for TI, where he had to come up with a Tabletop Inquirer headline.
Image? Yeah.
On the spot. On the spot.
Good. Oh my God. Like workshop it right now.
Yeah, workshop it right now. He said, "Oh my God." Yeah, what's the process? I mean,
the camera immediately shuts off and we never hear from him again.
The guy disappears. I mean, obviously,
give me a topic. We'll go from there.
Oh goodness! All right, in chat, let's hear some topics.
The new rules, or give some topics in the chat. Let's let the people decide. What's a good topic for the next Tabletop Inquirer headline? And he's going to try to come up with something right now, I think.
I don't know if I'll succeed, but...
Well, and I think that the hobby world in general is just sort of a wealth of comedy to draw from.
It's an endless well. Yeah.
It's an endless well. Not to say that we can all do what you do, but I mean, I think there's some pretty good inspiration out there from just some of the stupid shit that I've seen people do and say.
Dan's saying we can all do what you do.
No. I'm not saying that. Everyone's thinking right now. No one's come through on anything yet.
That's okay.
Yeah, you have to do it about appearing on a Twitch channel.
Twitch streaming? Yeah, Twitch streaming. Hobbyists are all doing the Twitch streams now.
Trying to monetize, living off the $8 a month that we get by doing this.
Didn't I do? You guys make $8 a month? Wow.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I feel like I've done something about Twitch. Oh yeah, I did. Hobbyists really good at watching other people paint on Twitch. Or
oh yeah.
Yeah. You're down to 10 minutes, gentlemen.
Oh my golly.
10 minutes. Twitch equals scams, says Circus 36. By the way, Circus also has the Twitch channel.
Yeah, right. Says the guy
with the Twitch channel. So you can go to Twitch and check out Circus 36, where he's doing video games and he's also doing painting. I've seen him building models and stuff over there. So all the good nerdy stuff Circus is also doing, even though Twitch is a scam. You know what? Everything's a scam. Well, there's very few things now. Capitalism is a scam, but I'm not going to get into that right now. We don't got time. Circus 36 says, is bad. Don't follow me. Stop it. I think everyone should go follow him right now because he's got some good stuff on his channel.
We need to figure out how to raid people because that's still a mystery.
It's easy. No, we can do it. After this one, we'll do it. There's a button.
But who's online? Like, we got to find somebody that's online.
I'm going to push a button and it'll show me who's online.
I'm going to push a button. It's that
right
easy?
Now, yes, Between the Bolter and Me is on right now. But
good.
We're not done yet. So, Andrew, there's simply a button that says Raid Channel. You push it,
giant red button.
And it pops up
raid,
whoever you're following,
raid.
And it says it says raid that channel, and then you push that button, and then everybody goes to that. So we're gonna try that.
Oh, we got a lot of people here. All right, so here's what we're doing. So after our giveaway, which we are having a giveaway, I imagine that's why we have a lot of people here. We're gonna go raid Between the Bolter and Me, who has no idea we're gonna raid them. So when we get like 20-something people, just show up. I want everybody to spam their chat, be like, "We're here."
That's the whole point of that's the whole point of the raid. So like,
we're going bananas.
We're always talking about building community, and that's like, you know, even though Twitch, you know, could be a little bit of scam. Yeah, I mean, they get half of everything you make. But anyway, raiding is a lot of fun. I think it's nice, and we've never been raided, so we're still like in awe of when it happens to other people.
We want to raid someone else.
I want to raid someone else. Yeah, we'll try that tonight. Don't let me forget, Andrew. Don't let me forget. Don't let me, T.I., don't let me say goodbye without raiding another channel.
Yes. Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Just say it. Just say it, man. We don't know
where it's at. Drag it to YouTube. I have been downloading all of our VODs, our videos, so I am going to put them on YouTube eventually.
Yes.
We had this conversation with Heath from Hobby Time at the Murder Basement, and he does it, and I said, yeah, we'll do that too. Circus says, thanks, Dan. Had an amazing time on this channel. We thought you were a great guest. Circus says, turns on his stream so we can go raid it. Coffee Poo Poo says, apparently Space Marines smell really bad because they have to poop in their armor. Andrew, if I can figure out how to raid, then anyone can, says Storm Shield.
Who said that? Storm Shield, yeah.
Yep. They can't go to the toilet easily, and there's no STC if you're cleaning up their stuff. Does it not like filter out their poop?
It's like a recycling unit,
like
right?
a skill suit, like in Dune. Like
it's like human centipede, but just one person.
Urine and feces is processed into thigh pads.
That's right. Moving and breathing creates the pumping action.
Action.
Yeah, I like pumping action. That's just the thing I enjoy.
I can't find my green wash. I don't know.
You want to get rated? It's a good way to find a new stream. Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's. I mean,
and that's why we're gonna raid right after this. So stick around. Nobody leave.
You can't leave.
Guys up. Yeah. I want to dazzle them with like 20 randoms and just show up. We're like, we're gonna watch you paint.
One of these Thursday evenings, I may raid just for you. Coffee Poo Poo said, nope, that's Eldar. Oh, so the Eldar army eats their poop, like it processes in their armor. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
CJ says, sup, sexy mofos. That is my friend CJ1187. My buddy, my brother from another mother, my first officer, and the Picard to my Riker, I think. So
Frappuccino there. I've never seen a model of this beautiful on stream before. The mystery guest is a beast.
He is. I mean, he's frozen up again, but I can't see what he's doing. But that skin tone that he was working on was like fantastic.
It is. Like, he's a fantastic painter. We knew we were getting into. We invited him on here.
Oh yeah,
he's a fantastic painter in all respects.
And you were worried about having an hour, and it looks way better than Andrew's model, like by any other metric. Like it's fantastic.
Dan, I need you to just not talk to me.
I gotta look at Andrew's model. Oh, there it is.
It's not good.
And my camera's doing a weird thing right now, where there's like
I'll have to look more closely.
All over my face. Whatever. We're having camera problems today. It's like my camera's starting to shit out on me again, so I might disappear. You just never know. You just never know.
Mine is, I don't know. Bad things are happening with mine. I don't know if it's my connection. I don't know if it's my laptop.
Yeah, who knows? It's just like freezing up and it's going off and on. But you know what? It's more. What's more important is that we can hear you, and we're having a conversation, and we're learning about each other. And we're talking about silver.
I got the Fios. I don't know.
The who? The what?
The Fios. I got the Fios. That's supposed to be good, right?
I don't know what a Fios is.
I have no idea.
A brand?
Oh, it's like Verizon. Do they not have Verizon out in the middle of the country?
I have Verizon.
I think I have Verizon, yeah.
Verizon Fios is like just their internet, whatever. Their high-speed internet.
Storm Shield says, at least there's no echo. And I want to have Storm Shield back on the show
with no echo.
We want to be able to hear her better. Like
maybe that's why you're saying sounded so good. It was like
it had that good echo in it. Yeah, that's exactly why. You guys have 4 minutes left.
I'm done.
Not to alarm anyone, but you have 4 minutes left. Andrew, I gotta say that might be the best looking model you've ever painted.
Don't
on this
say
screen.
that. That's embarrassing because it's not. But it's complete.
And I can see why someone thought that you use black to do the shadows, because the shadows are very dark unless you've just adjusted the contrast.
Has deep cuts. Yeah.
Did you adjust the contrast on your camera so that like it makes everything look dark?
I did. I got like 3 filters, like 5 Instagram filters, like applied to my camera.
No, I think it's great. Reverb. Yeah. Storm Shield definitely had reverb on her when she was on the stream. The echo is pretty bad. Even War Mistress is on too. Yeah. And that was the first like couple of guests. We were still trying to figure it out, and it really makes me sad that like we had bad echo for that, because you know it makes it hard for people to want to watch and listen to the thing, and the guests want to speak.
I actually did a interview with War Mistress. I don't know.
Very cool. Yeah, she's fantastic.
A half ago or something.
Yeah.
Interview I've ever done.
Do you have what was the interview for? Do you have like some other sort of
No. It was as Tabletop Inquirer. I think I made up some stupid fake name, but I decided this time.
Nick Offerman, yes.
It's funny. I told her I would do it, but I wasn't gonna reveal my identity. And then, the other guy who does whatever that was with her was like, well, he's not going to come on and be some character because that would just be stupid. And I'm like, oh God, no, that would be terrible. But,
yeah.
You show up in like a rubber mask, like,
yeah.
It's me
doing a voice.
I'm not going to say my actual name.
It is me, Nick Offerman.
And it's like, if you know me, you're going to be like, oh, it's him. But
it's just him.
If you know me, you probably know who I am anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah. No, but I think this format with you, with our cool silhouette, hiding your identity, is funny, and I think more people need to pick that up, because you need to get out there in the streaming and everywhere else world, and I think that's great.
Mysteries are fun.
Mysteries are it's part of your mystique, dude, and I like it. Like, I'm turned on by you right now, like honestly, because I just don't know. I don't know what's behind the screen, and like I'm just aroused this whole time. You got 2 minutes left. You got silver nipples, and I want to see. Actually, you have 1 minute and 40 seconds left. The government spams reverb on random Twitch streamers, and they just so happen to pick us. Like, that's got to be what it is. That's a nice nid, says Coffee Poo Poo.
It is a nice nid. Thanks, Coffee Poo Poo.
Storm Shield says, I just bring tech issues with me wherever I go. It's my hidden talent. It was on the Forge the Narrative podcast then, says Anthiades.
What?
He's asking. Sag!
New follow, thanks.
Thank you, Sag, for following. I hope I'm saying that correct.
Sage.
I don't know. If you're in the chat, Sage, please phonetically spell how to say your name. Thank you very much. You have 50 seconds left on the clock, gentlemen.
Oh, my Lord.
Storm Shield says you could have future mystery guests like this, and people can use points to guess the identity and be entered into a raffle. Donate to charity. That's a cool idea.
Charity? It just goes to us.
Yeah. Siyugi, says Xanthiades.
Siyugi.
Sounds right to me. I'm just going to go along with that. Siyugi, welcome. 25 seconds left on the clock, Ti.
I think nice. And I think it's the basing that ties it all together, because the other one looks identical to it.
I like how Andrew's like, you know what? I don't even need the whole hour. I can beat this guy's ass.
This is an anomaly. Minutes. This is the first time in my life that I've not gone the full hour, and it's honestly a testament.
And it looks great.
Time is up. How much better I am than you in every possible way.
Rush down, Ti. The time is up, and now for the most important part of the stream.
Oh, is he going to post on Ti Instagram? No, he can't.
Oh. Well, no, that's the question.
Well, I could put him in a story or something.
I can't pull from stories. Would you be willing to? And you can say no. Would you be willing to post it on your feed and then delete it later to not destroy your
I will
stream, as it were?
Or you can send it to Andrew, like via email or text, and he can post it on Hobbyvices.
Sure, yeah, I can also post it on your behalf if you like. Either one.
Well, I will do something. For sure.
It's been my internet alias for 19 years. I go by Siege or Sage. Either is fine, and the way you've said it is fine. Well, if it's Siege, I like Siege. That's way easier for me to say because I'm a dirty American. Circus says, as the slowest painter, I win. Hey, Siege. Storm Shield 2s are both well practiced at the hour-long challenge. But I was into speed painting. I was into speed painting before we started this show, and that's why I was like, let's do speed painting, because I wanted to do something that could be done in 1 hour. And so that was like the whole premise of it. Time for fisticuffs, may the best boxer win. You know, like I'm always watching streams where they have like the games going on where like the things battle each other and everything.
Yeah. Right.
I gotta say, that model looks excellent, dude. That model looks
very good.
Fantastic. It looks really good.
It looks okay.
It's okay. Andrew, you got to give us some better shots of yours. You got to get that thing in focus.
Is it not in focus? Yeah, it is.
All right.
It's.
I want to see him from the side.
Oh, I've got it. Hang on. I'll pull up the Instagram picture.
Yeah. Did you already post a picture of it, Andrew?
I did, yes.
Okay, so Ti, once we figure out where you would like, how you would like to get it up there, you need to share the picture of your model with the hashtag.
Oh, so I need
1 hour hero.
Oh, and then people vote. Is that how it works?
Right.
And then
so I can pull
here. All right, hang on.
Any picture posted to Instagram using the hashtag, I can pull that into our Twitch channel, and this goes for everybody, right? If people painted along with this or anytime today. Add the hashtag 1 hour hero, and I'll be able to pull it up right over here.
Let me give this a shot.
And we'll show it off live.
Let me just take a picture.
And I'll create the poll.
All right.
I'll create the poll.
Move this camera out of the way for a sec.
Once we see the pictures. Well, we're no longer using the downward-facing camera, so you're good to go. We've moved to a different screen now where it's just speaking. And Dan is a painting hipster, says Alpha Devil. He was into speed painting before you were, and you probably never heard of his style. You don't know. You haven't heard. You don't know about my style, dude. I'm a speed painting machine, dude. I paint. People are like, "Do you paint minis?" And I say, "No, I paint armies. I paint whole armies. Minis, like I don't give each one maybe the attention it deserves, but I'll finish a whole army like super fast." Coffee Poo Poo says, I made this handle as a joke and it stuck. And at this point, I can't come up with something less attention grabbing. I think it's great because I immediately understand what you're talking about when you say coffee poo poo.
Yeah,
every time you have some coffee, like that's just
straight out of the butt. Yep.
I see a picture of a desk with a toothpick. Maybe
it's a paintbrush that is split. It looks like it was not properly cleaned. It's Polar Muffin. He posted this 30 minutes ago, and he says, "How does this happen?"
That happened. 1 hour hero, is that right?
The number 1, HOURHERO. Yes, sir. Coffee Poo Poo says these are very nice. I liked it already. I just want to paint my dreadnought and got fucked. Airbrush needle. The nozzle snapped in half. Oh, that was the needle.
Airbrush. That was an airbrush needle. That's
holy crap.
Crazy then. Yes,
snapped
that's not
good.
The needle snapped in half.
It's like split down the middle.
How do you what?
I don't know. That's bizarre.
Yeah, it's
how does that happen?
I mean, they bend, sure.
No, it literally like is sheared in half. That's crazy. Who's Star Wars?
That's Frappuccino did the clone guy.
Very cool. Oh, the nozzle snap, not the needle. Okay.
All right, Andrew, it is up there for you.
Very good.
Nice.
Let me dig this bad boy up.
Alpha Devil and AK, make a quick hobby story. Gamer goes on Twitch stream, beats Warhammer hero painting with contrast, who finished before the hour was up. I mean, that
no heroes were defeated tonight.
That writes itself, man. I built a couple of Kriegsmen, too lazy to paint yet.
Here is Tabletop Inquirer's post. Already has 4 likes on the gram. Be sure to go smash that like button.
New poll. Who wins?
I'm gonna go see right now.
That looks nice, Andrew. I like your.
Well, I like.
Biovore.
Don't patronize me. Yours looks great.
It looks good.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
His voice went up.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It's real nice.
You got all the paint on there in an hour.
It's fully painted and based.
It's only so much any of us can do in an hour.
Yes. I love that you actually have the highlights on yours.
No, that's
actual legitimate highlights.
Really nice, dude.
Even the metal is highlighting, which is nice.
Like, I don't think I can get that kind of result. Like, if I paint for like an hour or 3, like, you know, like actually try it. Like,
you can make a whole army of orcs look really good in like, you know, a couple weeks, and then that's just disturbing to me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You're a freak, man.
Well, you know, that's true. That part is true.
Let me see. What are you doing with your needle? Says Coffee Poo Poo. Doing some editing right now. Video game break. Ti would have oh my god. Ti would have even crushed Dan. Says Alpha Devil. That's high praise.
Even crushed Dan.
I mean, I lose all the time, but let's just say it's because people are being funny, and I think it's. I love the texture on Sophie's model.
Oh, Andrew's in the lead though. Look at that.
Yeah, I don't want to brag, but on Instagram I've got more votes. But
where it counts is here, though, man. Where it counts is on
it counts
stream.
Here, and you're dominating me.
Tabletop has got 6 votes to your 3. We got 24 viewers, so I know that that's not adding up. Let's see who else painted some stuff on there. Did Sophie paint something? Is that her?
Yeah, that's not
Fink
from.
Followed us. Thanks for the follow, Dalt Fink.
Thanks, Dalt Fink.
Thank you.
Sophie Wiley painted the legs of her large-scale Sororitas action figure.
Yeah, that's
with
really
a Xiphon fighter. Yeah, which is awesome.
We got a Star Wars man's.
Star Wars man. We got the airbrush. The airbrush broken has more likes than Tabletop Inquirer's model on Instagram right now.
We feel like we should just
which is upsetting. Oh wait, no, never mind. Tabletop Inquirer is now pulling out the big guns because he has 20K followers. He's up to like triple those numbers now.
Nice.
It just took time.
Nice.
I don't understand what I'm looking at with this airbrush needle. Like there's like
I don't understand either.
Did anybody else
look like any of my airbrush needles?
I'm trying to find if anybody else painted something tonight.
The thread shoot off the nozzle.
Oh, I am turned into a weird blob over here.
I love it. Well. Yes.
Who knows?
That's because he when you over torque the nozzle on your airbrush. What's happening?
We don't know, man. We're in like a whole different dimension right now. Did you say he over torqued it? Like, did you tighten up the nozzle too much?
So like some airbrushes have nozzles that screw in. You know, you see those little threads there.
Yeah.
And if you just and they usually come with a little wrench. And if you over torque that, you will just shear the thread. You'll shear it right off the threads.
Polar Muffin, did you over torque your airbrush nozzle?
I'm not. I mean, everybody's done that.
You idiot.
Everyone has done that, so don't feel bad. There are other airbrushes where they're just compression fit. They just fit in there, so there's no screwing them on and off, which is a little easier. Although they can fall out and you lose them. But this will be my plug for Harder Steenbeck airbrushes. Have a nice big nozzle that just slides in and you lose. There's no screwing. Very easy to deal with.
There's no screwing. Just slide in the big nozzle.
Yep.
And that's the kind of content we hear once on Heroes Rush Hour.
Germans win at airbrush.
He said, "I didn't. I just tried to clear a clog by taking it out."
Huh? I don't know.
I don't know that. I've
what
done
brand?
It like 20
what
times,
brand is it? Polar Muffins.
Harbor Freight, calling it right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, you don't know. Maybe he's got a nice one.
I will say my experience with airbrushes, like the Chinese have a very different definition of steel than say the Germans do. That's, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Tabletop Inquirer has 11 votes to my 3. There's a lot more people in chat. Remember, in the chat, you look at the top of the chat button. This little drop down that says you can vote. It's free to vote. Just click on the one you want. Spoiler alert, it should be me and not Tabletop Inquirer. But
it's not looking good for you right now.
It's 12-4 right now. Look, I voted for Tabletop Inquirer. I put my vote for Tabletop Inquirer. So there's that right now.
How do I vote? I don't even know. Oh, here we go.
So yeah, at the top of your screen, you should, or at the top of the chat window, you should see a little hole, and you can click on it, and you should be able to vote from there.
There we go.
He voted for me.
There you go.
Very polite.
What a gentleman. There you go.
You know, what kind of wiener is going to vote for themselves?
The best kind.
Dan and I
kind
do
that
all
believe
the
in
time.
it. I vote for myself all the time because I believe in me.
Every time you're voting for best sportsman at the tournament.
Yeah, right.
I vote. You know what? And
here
comes some more votes for Andrew coming in right now.
There you go.
A couple of more votes for Tabletop.
You
can
well, we better call it right now then.
You can use bits and hero medals to vote more if you like, but you know, if you're feeling funny, if you're feeling saucy, like I'm looking at it, like am I feeling saucy to like kind of throw some more votes Andrew's way just to have a good time with it, or do I just want to see him crushed, like unmercifully by Ti? Oh. I mean,
Who here's ready to win a wet palette? We're giving away a wet palette tonight.
Yeah, we are giving away the wet palette. Should we do the giveaway starting now, and then by the time the vote ends?
I like that. And then we can raid.
And then we will raid. All right.
This is a lot going on.
So go ahead and turn on the giveaway on the OBS there, Andrew. I'm going to start it.
So Redgrass Games, our sponsor, they give us all kind of cool stuff like these penny handles and wet palettes and things. They have provided me 3 gifts to give out. We're doing one of them tonight in honor of the festivities of Hobbyvices, which a lot of you guys are participating in, my Secret Santa events with the hobby community. And as a kind of tribute to that, we're going to be giving away a free gift to somebody in chat right now. So Dan is going to tell us the hashtag to type in, which will be Redgrass.
No hashtag. You just type in exclamation point Redgrass.
That's right.
Into the chat. And
in chat, exclamation point Redgrass, and that will enter you into the drawing, and somebody in here will win. So
and you will see
point Redgrass.
There you go. And that's the first time chat from Dr.
First time chat. He's here for the wet palette.
Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. I don't care. Do it. Turtle Tim, Redgrass. You should see your name populate on the bottom of the screen there as you are entered. And once the poll for the winner of the paint contest ends, I will push the button that picks the winner. It is open to everyone. We don't care where you are. We will send it to you with our amazing Twitch dollars that we've earned by being.
We're not going to send it to you, man. It's actually a digital voucher straight through Redgrass. They will mail it to you.
They will mail it to you. That's even better.
I will send you a link, and you click on it, and it puts a free wet palette into your cart, and you just check out at that point.
Even better. Look at that. Look at that.
Instant gratification.
Total entries so far, 15. Nice.
Spoiler alert, though. So I got 3 codes, and I was testing one out. I clicked on one, and it put it in my cart. I don't think that would have voided it, but if it did, let me know, and I'll work it out. But
oh my God, Andrew, did you fuck it up? Did you mess it up?
I didn't check out, but I clicked on it to see what would happen.
We'll figure it out. You'll get your
it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Coffee Poo Poo says, "What if you live in North Korea? Then we'll have to speak with someone in South Korea, and they will cross over the border through the demilitarized zone."
Right now.
Yeah, exactly. If you're a North Korean watching us, I have way more questions.
Executed. Yeah.
If you're watching us in North Korea, you're one of 5 people that have electricity and the internet at the same time. So, how's it doing? Stop dictating, please. Don't think. Sophie says, "How many times can I enter?" I think it's only one time. If
Just
you type
once.
in Redgrass once, it only puts your name in there once. Daltfink says, "Oh my God, I so want a wet palette. They are fantastic. I agree. I use one on our stream as well. Way to go. Don't worry, I'll try it out. Nothing happened." See, yeah.
This is a drawing for the mini one. So we have 2. We have an extra large one, which is coming later, and then we have a mini wet palette, which is what I use. It's called a mini, but it's
a normal size.
Yeah, it's like that big. It's big.
Because their main one is giant.
The extra large one is enormous.
Here's the large one. I don't want to tip it too much because it's got liquid in it. But as you can see,
that's the short side he's showing you. That's not the long side.
Yeah, as you can see, it's
freaking gigantic.
Quite large. That's big. The big one. The mini one is maybe half the size of this, and by mini they mean normal size. Yes. They're going by American sizes over here. You get a medium Coke, and it's as big as a fucking rain jar
for $1.
For $1.
Let me see here.
Alpha Devil says, damn it, I want the XL, so that means I'm going to win the mini. Hey, it's possible. What if you win both, man?
So you should be able to see your name up there. I see... It's kind of hard to read. It's too small for me because my screen's like shrunken down. But you should be able to read it.
It's going to be Storm Shield, CJ, Xanthiades, Sophie Wiley, Coffee Poo Poo, Polar Muffins, Sparkette, Alpha Devil, Frappuccino, AJ Campbell, Turtle Tim, Siege, Daltfink, Dr. Sparko, and Shaddam C have all entered the giveaway. And there's maybe a couple of seconds left if you haven't entered the giveaway yet. Because once we get the winner, I will push the select a winner button.
A lot more than 15 people in chat that do not want a free talent, but
Tabletop Inquirer has won the paint contest.
200% the votes that I got. Well deserved. His first appearance here. Hopefully not his last.
Hopefully not your last.
Oh my goodness.
He won.
There you go. Congratulations.
Your trophy will be in the mail. We'll ship you something post-haste.
You get nothing.
You get absolutely nothing. We buy your shirts. That's how this works. We buy your shirts.
That works. I got $6 for that.
Yes.
Nice. I should have worn your shirt.
It smells like chemicals when you buy it.
Yeah,
like, it comes into place. It's like, oh god. It's
worst case scenario for me would be I have to do a base battle with Dan next time.
Nice.
That would be highly embarrassing. That would be highly embarrassing for me.
No, that'd be fantastic.
I'm pretty good. Not gonna lie. Okay. Storm Shield says, wait, I want the XL. If by slim chance I win this one, someone else can have it. Oh, that's so nice.
We'll figure it out. So
all right,
look, we're about to do the drawing. Don't go anywhere when it's done because we're going to go raid somebody else. Maybe B-Bam if they're on. I don't know.
Yeah, I think B-Bam's still hot right now.
Oh, yeah, we're going to.
All right, drum roll, please. I am doing the giveaway button now.
Alpha
Devil
Hey.
He said he was gonna win.
He wanted the extra large, but it's too bad. You get the mini. That's all you get.
Yes.
You be happy with it.
Congratulations. Noob says rigged. There you go. Alpha, he called it. He did. Alpha, make sure you
get in touch with us. We'll figure it out.
Hit up Hobbyvices because he has the information. I do not.
Yep.
So make sure you send him a DM somewhere.
DM me
Alpha Devil says, God dang it. You know what, Alpha? I would say if you don't want it, we can redo the drawing. If you really don't want it, we can redo the drawing right now.
It's up to you, man.
It is up to you.
He
says he's gonna take it.
Yeah.
We twisted his arm. He's gonna take it. What a reluctant winner. Yes. Alpha Devil says, I'm not lucky enough. The gods have spoken.
I say we raid. I say we get the hell out of here.
All right. You ready? You ready to go?
Tabletop Inquirer, thanks for coming. Everyone knows who he is. You all follow him. He's a celebrity. We will have you back on for sure. But now we're going to go raid. Between the Bolter and me, another fantastic hobbyist who's live right now. They don't know we're coming. So hype up their chat. Go crazy. Go bananas. Tell them where you're coming from. And it'll happen. Dan's going to hit the button.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for coming. Thank you for Redgrass Games for sending us stuff and giving us stuff to go away. Let's raid this channel.
Later, nerds.
Later. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, there's a countdown.
There's like a whole timer. There's a whole thing.
All right, get hyped. Get hyped, everybody. And remember, in chat, you got to tell them where we're going. Oh, there it is.
We've done it. Nice. Yeah, everyone's dropping in, just like killing them.
I love it.